These posters, all sticking around the village.
If anyone in the village had seen her, we'd have heard by now.
If I'd have handled things better, she mightn't have run away. I've got to do something to get her back.
I've put the word round at the station and the beat coppers are going to keep an eye out for her.
She'll be back.
I wish I was that sure.
Yeah, well, I am. Ollie's always got to be the centre of attention, that's all.
I'm not the sort of attention she's going to get for shoplifting.
So she'll stay away long enough so everyone gets so worried about her they go easy on her.
Well, I think this has been coming on a bit longer than that.
Either way, we're not going to know till we find her, so I'm going to start searching. If Chris rings, tell him I don't know what time I'll be in work today. I've got more important things to do.
You seen the paper this morning?
Yes. Local businessman victim of grudge attack.
Darren Pearce has always had a rather vivid use of the English language. Thinks it'll help him with his ambition to get on one of the tabloids.
Well, on the strength of that, I'd say he's ready. Makes Cathy out to look really bitter and twisted.
Yeah. I do hope it doesn't upset her.
Do you?
Of course. I didn't ask her to come barging in here like that. Can't imagine what she got so angry about.
That was Angie on the phone. Sean won't be in till later. Maybe not at all.
This has been happening a lot lately.
What's the problem? Is he ill?
Ollie's run away. There was some trouble at school. He's off looking for her.
Oh. Well, that's terrible news. Sean and Angie must be frantic.
Yeah, perhaps you should call them. Say we can cope without him for a while. I mean, things seem easier at work at the moment.
Yeah. There's one thing that I don't understand about this. What were you actually seeing Eccleston about?
Oh, just some charity work that he wanted to get me involved in. I'm more concerned about who told Cathy he was going to be here.
I was hoping you could put one of these up in the shop.
Yeah, anything help.
She'll be home soon enough, when she's ready to face the music.
I hope you're right, Viv.
Maybe if you and Angie had been firmer when it was needed, it would never have come to this.
I guess you're always in the wrong when you're a parent. I mean, you've maybe made the odd mistake yourself.
All done.
Any sign of Ollie on your rounds?
No, sorry, Mr. Reynolds.
I have to keep searching.
Good luck. You're a bit hard on him, Mum. He's obviously worried sick.
Well, it's their own faults. They were too soft on her when she started nicking in my shop. I'm sure you'd agree with me, Sam.
Yeah, suppose so.
You pay for your crimes and you've been trying to go straight ever since you come out of jail.
Certainly never want to go back inside.
Crime and punishment, you see. It's about time Angie Reynolds realised that just because she's a policewoman, it doesn't mean that her family are above the law.
Belle's still asleep. She was up a few times in the night, so I thought I'd let her lie in.
She's not ill, is she?
Oh, no. I reckon she's glad to be home. And she's had a lot of excitement, what with all the fuss that the family's given her.
I'm glad you're back, Lisa. I'm only sorry Butch didn't live to see it. He always thought you two should be together.
Find that hard to believe.
Butch was very fond of Lisa.
Maybe. I'm not so sure he would have wanted to see his mother chucked out because of her.
That's enough, Kane. You weren't even here. You've no idea what went on.
It's OK, Zach. I'm sure there was a few more in the family might have felt the same.
Yeah, what do they do? They can keep their pennies to themselves. This is my house, and if he wants to stay here, he'll treat you with proper respect. Have you got that, Kane?
Yes, Uncle Zach.
And there's still pigs to be fed. You best get on with it.
I ought to be getting to work too.
Oh.
Don't pay any mind to Kane. I'm sure he'll come round once he really gets to know you.
He'll feel the back of my hand if he doesn't.
No, Zach, that's not the way.
I just don't want anything to spoil your homecoming.
There's more than Kane to get sorted out before things get settled here. Have you had any news about Ollie yet?
Not yet. Did she ever say anything to you that might give you any idea where she might have gone?
No.
Maybe you could ask around at school. Talk to her mates, see if anyone knows anything.
Yeah, I'll do that.
If they ring the mobile number, they'll get me, not Angie. It's not official. I don't want to get anyone in trouble. I just want to find her.
OK, Mr. Reynolds. I've got to go now. I'll miss the bus.
Oh, you're really proud of yourself, Sean. How dare you run trucks through the village again?
Life has to go on, Cathy.
Not for the people who died in the crash, it doesn't. They've got friends and relatives in the village. How do you think it makes them feel?
We're just trying to run a business, Kathy, same as you at the diner.
I would never sink to your level. Whatever they say about me in the Courier, I know it was Chris doing some dodgy deal with Eccleston that got this going.
I don't know anything about that, and frankly, I don't care. My daughter has gone missing. All that matters to me now is seeing her home and safe.
Morning, boss. What's the plan today? That rather depends on your answers to a few questions I'm going to have to ask.
Hey?
You seen this?
Oh, yeah. Kathy don't come out of it too well.
Must have been a bit of a disappointment for her. I imagine she expected a better result.
How would I know?
Well, that's what we're here to find out. You see, only 3 people knew that the good counsellor was going to visit last night. Him, me, and you, Terry. Now, I think we can discount the idea that either of us would have tipped off Kathy or the press. So that just leaves you.
Well, I didn't. Honest.
Well, I want to believe that, because I really value loyalty in all my employees. So I hope you can offer an alternative explanation.
Well, I'm sorry. But I don't know how Kathy found out.
You didn't mention it to anyone else?
No. Oh, yeah. Well, she wouldn't have said out.
Terry, we need to be very sure about this. If you're hoping to go on working for me.
I must admit, I'm not entirely comfortable with the idea of the vicar staying over under those circumstances. Perhaps I'm old-fashioned.
No doubt about it.
Well, I can't imagine the Reverend Hinton ever behaving like that.
I think that's the least of our worries. I just hope he wasn't a big disappointment to my Bernice.
Absolutely no problems in that department. Ashley's a lot more hot-blooded than either of you two realise.
I don't think we need to go into too many details on that subject.
Oh, I do. Looks like things are going to get pretty steamy between you and Ashley in that tent tomorrow night.
I've no doubts there.
Have you seen the Courier?
Yes, I'm sorry it sunk to the standards of the gutter press.
I'll bar that Darren Pearce if that helps.
I guess the councillor must have given Chris the green light. He started the trucks through the village again.
Well, we knew it was only going to be a matter of time.
Alan, we've got to stop him.
Well, when I get elected to the council, I'll start canvassing the Highways and Byways Committee. I'll persuade them onto our side. They've got the power to stop him.
We can't wait that long. Besides, it's not just the press Chris has got in his pocket, it's the council too.
We can't just give up.
Maybe it's time I started playing dirty too.
Yeah, well, it might be better to be a little bit cautious after this.
If I'm going to be painted as some demented woman anyway, what have I got left to lose? Chris is going to wish he'd never started this.
You better have a good reason for telling Claudia.
It's no big deal. We were just trying to fix a night out together. And I happened to mention that I'd be busy ferrying Eccleston last night. That's all.
You never mentioned you and Claudia were an item. So how's the great romance guy?
Well, I didn't seem to be getting anywhere at first. Then things seemed to warm up. I took that as a good sign. Well, there are loads of girls who seem eager to jump into the pit. Claudia didn't seem to be like that with me. I think I mean more to her.
Poor Terry. You really are not very lucky in love, are you?
What are you talking about?
No, Claudia was never shy in retiring with me. Quite the opposite.
What, you mean you and her?
Until I realised she was after something rather more. It's a pity you didn't notice that yourself.
Well, why would she go out with me, then?
She's a shrewd girl. She knows information can be a valuable commodity in a delicate business situation. She just needed someone mug enough to give it to her. It's lucky we found out so soon. I wouldn't like to see you have your heart broken again.
Me and Lisa will be going down the Woolly in a while. We've got things to talk over.
Seems to me there's too much talking. There's a dingle dead. Something should be done.
It will be.
Will it? You got a lot of respect in the family, Uncle Zach. And yet to think you were letting a woman pull the wool over your eyes.
Lisa would never have done anything to harm Butch.
You heard about Ollie?
Aye, I've seen the posters.
Maybe you've seen more than that. I know she used to come round here sometimes.
Not lately. Can't help you. Sorry.
You will be. If I find out that you or any other dingle has got anything to do with this, I'll make sure they throw away the key.
Leave it, Ken. Just leave it.
Why did you tell Kathy about Eccleston?
Who says I did?
Are you denying it?
I don't have to. I'm just a nanny here. What I do and who I speak to in my private life's none of your business.
Wrong. I expect loyalty from all my employees. If I'm going to trust my son's moral guidance to someone, then I expect them to show me a good example.
Well, Chris...
What sort of example do you set him? You've got no morals at all.
So you told Kathy to get back at me, which makes Terry here a pawn in the game, as I suspected.
It wasn't like that.
Then you were in it together, which means I'll have to sack you both.
Oh, hang on. I didn't know that you were going to blab to Kathy.
He's just twisting everything to frighten you. He can't sack us for this.
Check the confidentiality clause in your contract. You'll get a month's pay in lieu of notice, but I want you off the premises today.
You're not going to let him treat me like this. What's the matter? Are you scared of him? Well, if I've got to go, come with me. We've both got to be able to do better for ourselves than theirs.
Your choice, Terry. Now, I'm prepared to give you the benefit of the doubt. But if you do decide to go with it, you'll probably enjoy a few nights of pleasure till she gets a better meal ticket.
I'm not like that.
Well, that's just it. I don't know what you're really like. In fact, I don't know you at all.
You'd be making a big mistake. Because when she dumps you at some service station, it'll be too late to come crawling back to me. I'm not into second chances.
I know about you and him. Yeah, well, I'm sorry, Claudia. Everything you say about him might be true. But at least I know what I am with him.
Goodbye, Claudia. Can't say it's been nice knowing you.
So why are you doing here?
Well, I just wanted to get out of the house. I never have a chance to see you on your own.
Well, the sooner you move into Robblesfield with me, the sooner you can stop pretending you're happily married.
Oh, I'm sorry. Am I interrupting?
No, I'm just going.
Well, I thought you two said you'd finished.
What's between me and Sarah is none of your business. You're not welcome here anymore, Scott.
I think you're forgetting a little arrangement.
What? You blackmail, you mean? You can forget about that. You're not getting another penny from me.
Well, I hope you're ready to face the consequences.
Ready and waiting. You telling Jack could suit me, actually.
I don't think Sarah would think the same way, do you?
Maybe not. Might give her a push in the right direction, though.
You're bluffing?
Only one way to find out, mate.
210, please, Eric.
Thank you. I'm very concerned at the way all this is escalating. I knew you have influence with Kathy, Bernice. Can't you persuade her to be a bit more cautious?
Well, I doubt it. Kathy seems very determined.
Well, then perhaps it's down to us. Us? Well, you and I and Viv Windsor. That the candidates should all issue a statement deploring the actions of Tate Haulage, and that will convince Kathy that something's being done.
Christopher Tate would laugh in your faces. And as a candidate, Viv Windsor should be standing for the monster raving loony party.
That's a bit unkind, Eric.
And you're so busy playing by the rules ever to worry the Tates. I'll speak to Kathy. Spell it out. If she wants to win, she's going to have to put her weight behind a candidate that can beat the Tates at their own game. Me.
Good day at school?
Everyone was talking about Ollie running away.
Well, that must have been tough for you. I know how fond of her you are.
I just wish I could talk to her. Running away ain't the answer.
Well, you should know. Run away a few times yourself, eh?
I won't do it now. I feel like I'm part of the family now. And if any problems, then I can talk to you. No need to run away.
Well, I'm glad to hear it. You know, you can always come to us, don't you, with anything. Hi, Scott. What can we do for you?
Scott!
Now, you're all right, Jack. I was just looking for Richie. What have you told him? Nothing. Looking at Jack and Ali, maybe realise I'm no blackmailer. It's you and Margaret, not them.
Whatever your reasons. Cheers, I suppose.
Yeah, well, don't bother. Because you didn't worry about it when you stitched me up with Chris Tate, did you? So if Sarah thinks you're worth giving up a family for, then she's the one making a mistake.
Sean stuck missing posters up all around the village. We've phoned all her mates, asked everyone we can think of, but nobody's seen any sign of her.
We were the same when Robert went missing. But he came back safe, and I'm sure Ollie will too.
Yeah, I hope so. Even when she does, we've still got this business of the school to sort out. Oh, just about at the end of my tether, Sarah.
Hi, Angie. Sorry to hear about Ollie.
Thanks. Oh, I'm sorry for pouring all my troubles out to you.
It's okay, it's what friends are for.
I'm sure you've got other stuff to get on with. I'll leave you to it.
I'll let you know if I hear anything.
Thanks.
See you.
She's worried sick.
We've got problems nearer to home to worry about. Scott was here just now, threatened to tell Jack. It's okay, I've sorted it, but it's not going to stay a secret forever, Sarah. We need to talk about what we're going to do.
Thought I'd start making the tea. Boys are doing all the farm jobs, so you can rest up. Tell me all about your day.
Maybe Terry were right. I don't want anybody else to get hurt.
We can't just forget what happened to Butch.
I'd never do that. The Bible says, "Vengeance is mine, I will repay, saith the Lord." So whoever's responsible will have to answer to him one day.
I reckon people want something doing a bit sooner than that. You must get angry about it yourself.
Sometimes. Mostly I just miss him.
Yeah. Me too.
Your efforts seem to be winning the publicity war for Chris Tate.
Oh, it's not over yet. Things can change.
Not if you put your faith in Alan Turner. Neither of you can outwit Tate. You're not devious enough.
Whereas you're just as scheming as he is.
Exactly. Back my campaign. I'll show you how to get results.
Sorry, Eric. I think you're underestimating me. I am quite capable of handling this myself.
What are you doing?
Look, I know how worried you both are, so I thought I'd do a bit of detective work of my own.
Well, thanks, but we've already searched in here. We know what clothes he's taken and everything.
Not quite everything. You didn't look at the PC?
Have you found something?
Well, I think so. Ollie must have downloaded this stuff before she left. It's London street maps, hostel addresses.
Oh. This makes it worse.
Imagine what could happen to a kid like Ollie in London.
Hello? Is anyone there?
Careful where you put that.
Ollie! God, you're safe.
Yeah, well, I wouldn't have been if you'd stuck that thing in me.
I've been worried sick about you. Everyone's been out looking for you.
Then you've got to help make sure no one finds me.
I don't know. It's good you're being here, but I think you ought to go home.
I'm never going back.
Your mum and dad are worried about you.
No, they say that, but they're not. Besides, I could get put away for what I've done. You wouldn't want to see me put away, would you?
No. I don't think you should stay here long. Someone's bound to find you.
I'm going to London.
Ollie, it's not easy running away.
And you could help me. You could help me plan things properly. I've got some addresses. I could even get a job if I lied about my age. I've not eaten since yesterday.
I'll try and bring you some food later.
Haven't you got that feed ready yet, Andy?
I've got to go.
Andy.
I'll see you up at the top field.
You won't grass on me, will you?
Of course not. I just looked in to say goodbye.
Why? Where are you going?
I don't know. I've got to get another job.
Have Have you been upsetting Claudia again?
Well, I suppose sacking her might fit into that category.
What? Don't you think you should have talked to me first? Please, don't go anywhere till we've discussed this.
I'm sorry, Zoe. Nothing would induce me to spend another night in this house. I'm not surprised the whole village hates you. I just hope they manage to bring you down.
Hey, Zoe's right. I did upset her.
This is not funny. You never think these decisions through.
But it had to be done. She's right about the feelings in the village. That's why I need people round me who are loyal.
And what about Joseph? Neither of us has got the time to look after him.
I've already been in contact with the agency. It's only for a few days. Frankie can help out in the meantime, can't you?
Yeah, of course I can. Till you find a replacement.
After your last attempt at childcare, I don't think that's a good idea.
I made a mistake, right? At least Chris has given me the chance to make up for it.
I thought you'd be pleased I was including Frankie as part of the family. All got to pull together at a time like this.
How did you manage to persuade Scott? Did you give him more money?
No, that's everything sorted. It's not what I want to talk to you about. It's us, Sarah.
Don't pressurise me, Richie. Things will get better. I promise they will.
Yeah, when's that going to be?
I don't know. There's so much to sort out.
All you've got to do is pack a suitcase. The cottage is ready for us to move into.
I've got to find a way to tell the kids. I think of Andy. We've only just adopted him. This could devastate him.
You're not abandoning the kids, Sarah. I'm not asking you to leave the country. Robblefield, it's only down the road.
It's not that simple.
Well, it is to me. Look, if two people love each other, they ought to be together. Maybe you don't love me enough.
No, that's not true. I do love you. I didn't realise I was capable of feeling like this.
Then let's not talk about it anymore. That's what we both want, isn't it?